But I was not thinking about how it backlit me, the whole setup that I had. So anyway, I got to clean up some mess. Classic me. Yeah. So if you follow us on any other social media, or if you've really just been following the news anywhere about, sorry about this, weather on the East Coast, you know that we are closed right now due to a giant snowstorm. Hey, Dave. So yeah, and if you're here with us, you're in a giant snowstorm. Um, we couldn't be open today. Like, besides the fact that it would be ridiculous to be open today, like no one's coming out, we couldn't actually do it because I don't think our car can handle the roads. They're not even plowing them heavily because they're telling everyone to stay at home. So yeah, so I've been home all day, getting dinner ready. Gonna shred some cheese. Figured I'm gonna sit here shredding cheese while Lave watches YouTube in the other room. I might as well do my own YouTube while I'm shredding the cheese. Hard to read a book while shredding cheese, so YouTube's easier. Hey Mark, you know you I don't know. Like I feel like places like Sweden and Minnesota, they really they get a storm like this and it's just like, yeah, I mean look, it's a storm, what are you gonna do? And for huge chunks of the day, lots of people are out and about. I feel like when it happens in New York, they're literally, the state said, don't go out if you don't have to. Like, just stay home, people. If you could avoid it, stay home. So they're telling people, hey, Joe, they're telling people not to go out. It's frustrating because they're also telling people if they can avoid it to not go out tomorrow. And I don't know how easy it's going to be for us to get out tomorrow. Lave and, all the kids' schools are off. Yeah, Huntington is doing a pretty good job of cleaning the roads, Dave. They're doing it less than they would if it was less of a storm, I feel like. Everyone's wondering what's going on here. Here, let's move farther back. Maybe you can actually see me. Shred the cheese, since that's what I'm doing on the live stream. Nope. This is why I can't have a cooking show. Because I'm not mic'd up, I guess. Anyway. Huntington's doing a great job. My street's a really small side street, and they do a terrible job on it. It's pretty infrequent, and they usually block my driveway, which they really compounded this time because I shoveled twice, and because the plows had barely been on my street, I shoveled into the street. Makes sense, right? Shovel into the street, and their plows haven't come yet. Instead, they just decided not to plow half the street where I shoveled. Anyway, shredding cheese, speaking truths. Town of Huntington, come on. Do better. Yeah, so of course there's the concern, especially as we get close to the end of the month, for not being open, for not doing business. So definitely if you were planning on coming to the shop, cooking kosher with Menachem. Yeah, exactly. It's shredding cheese. It's not really complicated. The kosher aspect is just the fact that everything's going to be dairy. We do offer some great products on our website. We've got our recommendations, which is really probably the strongest thing about our comic shop, my recommendations. You can get a recommendation shipped to you anywhere in the United States. I mean, I can ship it. I just went through this with someone who wanted a specific book we had. I can ship internationally, but it costs more than the book. So I just had a guy turn me down because literally the book was 30 and shipping was 31. He was like, forget it. I'm like, yeah, man, you should forget it. Here's the question. Do we keep the cheddar separate from the Parmesan, or do I just mix them in? What do we think? These are the big questions. Let's see what else we have. I put this thing on a stand because my hands are going to get dirty again. But now I can't really carry the phone anymore. Let's see. We got Parmesan. We've got, Chagall. No, that's like got peppers and stuff. This is ancient. What is this? Let's see what this is. This is French. Emmental. Oh, that'll be good. That'll have the saltiness that Parmesan would, but it will melt better. Emmental, I mean, not that Emmental melts amazingly, but it melts better in a different way than Parmesan, more like cheddar. So they'll combine pretty well. Cheese Guy, not sponsored, but he makes an incredible line of stuff. I mean, he makes stuff that's not kosher as well, but he makes an incredible line of stuff that's kosher over at the Cheese Guy, so check him out if you care. Ooh, this is old. Anyway, so yeah, you can get recommendations. You can just buy gift cards. You were going to come by today and buy some comic books. Buy yourself a gift card of whatever you were going to spend, and we can use it next time. Please. Big week of release. We got a new Shangri-La Frontier this week coming out. Joe, you got one of those. I got one of those. I'm trying to think of what else. I feel like a bunch of good superhero stuff is finally collected. Lev, you okay over there, buddy? Sorry, my son was coughing, so I gotta give him attention. All right, getting that shredding's getting a little bit, a little dicier. Again, why I can't have a cooking show. Yeah, no, Mark, I'm not saying. I just feel that like even in the rest of Europe, places that are really heavy snow places that winter they get 4 or 5 storms like this and things more. I feel like to them this isn't a crazy storm. We got a foot of snow, it's not the end of the world, but for New York that's a lot of snow. In my lifetime we've gotten a foot of snow 30 times, maybe. That's in 40 something winters. Like it's. I have lots of cooking graphic novels here in my kitchen. If my kitchen wasn't an absolute disaster, I would give you a little tour and show you the 1, 2, 3, 4 graphic novel cookbooks that are in my kitchen. Sure. Thank you, Dave. Escape Pod Comics. We sell cookbooks. I'm actually waiting on a back order for all the Let's Make ramen, Let's Make dumplings. I put a back order in a while ago. I haven't come. I should check on that. So far, as I keep mentioning to Sarah, like an absolute neurotic. Yeah, it's been less common, definitely. A footstorm like every year or two. I feel like we got that when I was a kid. Every 2 or 3 years there was a megastorm. Sometimes it didn't actually do a foot, but it did. It was ice. It was something. And now I feel like it's pretty much the same every 2 or 3 years. But in my 30s, it was less frequent. Yeah, well, Mark, that's the other thing in Europe. Safety over everything. That's not America. America, it's commerce over everything. They worry that stores are going to be closed too long. I promise you that while most businesses in our main street were closed, Target and even Best Buy and all those chains that's not even places that sell essentials, not even just grocery stores, were open. I would be shocked if any major chain was closed today. Anyway, so yeah. What I think we're gonna have to do tomorrow is just see how bad the ice and rain is. If the ice and rain, yes, buddy. 1 second, okay? If the ice and rain are really terrible, we might have to be closed tomorrow. Also, give me 1 second. Yeah, hold on, buddy. Hold on. Oh, wait, we were both pressing. Milo? She's in her room, buddy. Can you switch with me? Thank you. Not Marco, but regular food. Did you watch it recently? No, it's not at all. I'm not sure if I'll watch it again. on Netflix. Netflix has both. All right, Netflix. Sorry, everybody. Had a toddler emergency. Yeah, precipitation ends around midnight. Um, but they're saying there's a good chance of some more tomorrow morning. They don't know if it's going to be rain or if it's going to be snow. It's also a question of how things freeze. Just for me personally, if it's going to take me 3 hours to get out of my driveway, especially if the town doesn't plow up the stuff that they're just leaving on half my street. If it's going to take, I'm hoping that just when there's less snowfall, well, they'll do a proper job. Come back here. There might be less snowfall. It's just a question of literally me getting out and getting to the store, and if people are still being, like Mark said, told to stay home. It's very possible that New York State will say that because of the roads or a bunch of power lines go down in the area and power is being allocated. If any of those things happen, I don't know. So I don't want to say definitely we're going to be open tomorrow, but odds are I will be based on what I'm seeing about this weather. Just not positive. What else? Yeah, like I said, great new stuff coming out this week, and a few of the plans that we've been working on for the last couple weeks, the things that I said I'm excited about, things that we've been getting. Thanks, dude. You too. I mean, always. A few of the things that we're working on are coming together this week, I hope, because a bunch of them have deadlines at the end of the month. So hope they come together. I will check in with everyone tomorrow. Obviously, we will post on Instagram and Facebook and Blue Sky before we're on here, whether we're going to be open or not. And yeah, until tomorrow, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind. Yeah, Dave.